Hey man, I'm Kevin Smith. This is the IMDb studio at Acura Festival Village. And look, it's the director and star of Surge. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Aneil, take us into your movie. What is it about?
So Surge is the story of a man called Joseph, played by Ben Whishaw. He's living a very monotonous life in London, and events conspire, and this kind of cracking point comes, and he begins kind of dismantling this kind of orderly, neat, but kind of totally meaningless life he's been living. He kind of goes through this journey through London over 48 hours, and he begins to kind of operate on instinct and impulse and kind of like tune into the now, I guess, and it takes him on a very kind of wild and dangerous and kind of reckless, kind of up kind of journey.
You are a wonderful actor, and you've done a bunch of great things, but like the one that like lives in my heart still is like Cloud Atlas. It made me want to be like a gay dude who dies in a tub. That's how meaningful that performance in that movie was. I was like, I missed out in life by not being that guy. What drew you to the material, man? It sounds like a one-man show.
Yeah, I mean, well, because he's such an isolated, solitary, I guess quite lonely character, although he's surrounded by lots of people. Yeah, you just follow him, and that was one of the big pleasures and challenges of it, really. But I was drawn to it because I had loved making this short film, which I think surprised us both by how much we connected with this person, this character, and then I just felt a great interest to see it evolve. I think it was 7 years ago that we made the short, so the script has been kind of in the works since then. And it's been wonderful to be involved in a project from that very embryonic idea to being here now. That's what I've never experienced that quite like this before.
And also, I would imagine, like with the range of work you do, and some things are very big, and some things are very respected and whatnot. Nice to have something that you know was yours brewing in the background. Like I'm headed towards something that you get to work with.
I mean, I don't. It's very much Aneil's, but I feel like it was lovely that I was close to it the whole time, and that it's something that sort of I've never worked with someone who I really think of as a friend as well, and we're kind of contemporary. So I'm a bit older, but that's nice too, you know, to work with someone a young director, really beautiful, lovely experience.
You know, to put it bluntly, he's extremely good. So
no doubt.
It makes life for a director just a total pleasure, because Ben's just incredible at weaving like the madness of this story into something that feels just deeply authentic and rooted in the world you and I walk in, you know, every day.
You got another movie comes out this year. Are you in the new James Bond movie?
Yes.
Does Q come
back?
back?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Are you done shooting?
Yes, I'm done shooting, yeah.
Let me guess. Do you give him a gadget in this movie?
You know, I'm actually not sure I do.
Really? That's going to hit our audience very hard, I'll be honest with you.
No, I do, of course I do.
What is it like having a back pocket thing like that? You know, like those movies will never stop, and you assume like every time.
I think I'm done now. I think I've done the 3 that I was...
contracted to do.
That's the word. Sorry, my brain is a little fried. Contracted to do. I've done that. So I think that might be it for me.
This might be an end to your queue.
I suspect so, yeah. Because I think.
And you joined a long lineage, man.
Yeah.
Like when you actually joined it.
Yeah.
Based on the accent, you're from a country where being Q would probably mean something to people you knew growing up, right? Like people
definitely.
You're the new Q and like that.
Yeah, people really dig it. People get very excited by it.
You gotta do it. Did you find you had a lot of friends you didn't know you had? When people were like, hey man, can you take a picture with my kid? Because you're Q.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you guys quick questions, let you get out of here. What is the last show? I know you've been working on a movie, so you may be exempt from this. What's the last show that you binged?
This is quite dull because everyone is watching this, but it was Succession technically. So
Common answer, but it's a great answer.
Yeah, sorry. Finished series.
What'd you think?
Yeah, mind-blowing.
Gold standard, right? Like crazy. I never knew I could watch rich people that much.
I know. They're all such a bunch of and I still want to kind of
terrible rich people.
Join them each week or whatever. And that ending kind of just, you can't, even when you kind of know what's coming, it still just blows your mind. So
it made me want to watch the next episode, and then I got to wait a couple months now.
Right. Yeah. And then I'm sort of semi-binging The Watchmen because I was a huge fan of The Leftovers, and so I've...
Damon's.
Yeah, exactly. So I found...
I think this surpasses.
Really, yeah.
I
I'm
love
kind
it
of
too.
early stages, but that show was huge for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It just did everything you kind of want a show to do, for me personally.
Right.
And so I couldn't help but kind of dive into this. It seems fascinating.
Oh, they did a phenomenal job. Last thing you binged?
I watched a show called Years and Years, which is by a writer called Russell T Davies, who I worked with a few years ago, and it's set in England, and it charts the next, I guess, nearly decade of... It's a projection of where Russell thinks we're going. It's a brilliant show. I really recommend it. It's only 5 hours.